Here we go. Like Melissa said, my name is Marie Claire. I'm one of the admissions counselors at Otis College of Art and Design, and we are in Los Angeles. So kind of far away, but not super far away. This little QR code at the bottom is a really good thing to scan. If you're interested in Otis, it's kind of our attendance form for today's event. And you can scan it, put in 4 pieces of information and get a lot more info about Otis and a free view book with a poster of this image, which is made by one of our current students. Ooh, cool, we'll get started. So the first thing is just a short little video that talks a little bit about Otis itself and the community. It's very short and I love to share this one.
There's so much opportunity in Los Angeles. Downtown is right down the street. The beach is right down the street. There's people from all different countries here.
It's exciting and inspiring because you get to know people from all over the world who are constantly making things around you.
It's a beautiful thing that not only to see your work, but to see the people that you've been working with closely for so long, enthused about the work and like kind of coming together as a community.
Everyone knows each other, everyone's super friendly. All of the professors, they all just want to help you and they want to see you succeed.
Otis taught me how to stay open-minded wherever design may take me, really expand my horizons and take design to wherever I would want to.
I feel very accepted studying here. I can be myself, I can be my true self.
You're always being helped and helping, so it's a great environment.
I was going to be surrounded by people to push me to be a better version of myself and to, at the end of it, become who I've always imagined myself to be.
Okay, so that video, like I said, you saw some of the work from the different majors, the community of people, all things we really appreciate about Otis and like to talk about. So this is physically where our campus is located. We are in Los Angeles. The actual, like our address says Los Angeles. We're really close to the beach, which is wonderful because if you just need a break, we're only about a mile away. We are also very close to the mountains for people who like uphill walking. And over here on the map is Culver City, which is one of the biggest arts districts in LA. And in such a city that's so spread out, having things close by is really important because that's actually part of the curriculum. Taking students to galleries, having internships at design studios, museum visits, things like that. So our campus is quite compact. It's right here. It's one big city block. I love it because the day I got onto campus, I didn't feel lost. It's just big enough to feel like you could still explore, but just small enough to never really get lost on campus. And it also creates a really tight-knit community. We do have dorms. We have some dormitories on campus right here. Those are dorm style where you share a bedroom with someone. And then here we have dorms in this apartment complex across the street. And those are like actual apartment style dorms where you have a little bit more space. So there are options. We also have a partnership with nearby university, Loyola Marymount, where you can take dozens of different classes there for free. So if you're interested in taking any kind of science we don't offer, foreign language, history that we don't offer, music, theater, dance, those classes are all available for you for free at this nearby university. And Los Angeles itself has all of these wonderful things to offer. Oops, and I pressed in all the buttons, but with this on the bottom here, this number is super important. I know when I was in high school, I was really scared about finding a job. It was so scary. Everyone's like, art isn't a job, it's a hobby. But this number shows that there are almost 800,000 creative jobs just in Los Angeles itself. And that is one city and one state and one country. So imagine how many jobs really are out there. The important thing is finding a college or university that gives you the work experience and the connections that you need while you're in school, because that's how you're prepared and find jobs after. And that's something that Otis really focuses on. So I keep mentioning the community, and it is actually something that's a huge part of the Otis experience. We're very small, only about 1,000 students total. And with that, we have a pretty high number of faculty. So that means that your class sizes are really small. Classes are usually only between 10 and 15 students. And that means more one-on-one time with professors, more time for feedback on your work individually. And again, you're going to create stronger relationships with your classmates. We have these percentages here on the left because we're actually ranked number 10 in the country for student diversity. So we have the 10th most diverse student population in the entire country. And that's something that we're really proud of. And it also is incredible that the community at Otis is so strong. You could hear it in the video. Everyone's like, everyone wants to help each other out. We're all really happy to be here because students are coming from all different backgrounds and coming together and really enjoying being at Otis. And here you can actually virtually tour our campus. So no matter where you are in the world or what time it is, this is a self-led tour. You can do it anytime. It's great because it shows you the exterior of the buildings. You can go into each of the buildings and you do get to learn a little bit about each major. So as you'll see in a second, this little caption pops up at the bottom. It's also narrated with audio and it's translated into Spanish, Korean, and Mandarin. So there's lots of different options to watch. So Otis is a four-year university. It's called a college, but it is a university. In the US, they're kind of interchangeable. And with that, we have a foundation year. So that means that you're not in a major all 4 years at Otis. Students at Otis actually get to apply to the school as in general and not just to one of the majors, because some schools do that. And all the freshmen spend their first year in this foundation year program. This program allows you to explore all different kinds of art and design before you choose your major. And there's two different tracks at the bottom that you can see. One is more for like concept thinking, and the other one is for really strong technical skills for something like fashion or illustration. And the concept one is great for something like sculpture or graphic design or product design. So you get to have an individualized education, even in this first year where there's no major. Then at the end of freshman year, you get to choose your major and you start it sophomore year. I'm going to put a link at the end of this presentation into the chat. That's a video of each of our majors. It's like 8 minutes long, so I couldn't do it here because it would have taken the whole thing. But you get to meet the chair of each department and you get to learn about the career opportunities for each major, so I highly recommend it. The only thing I'll share right now is that few little things. We have the only toy design program that's 4 years long on planet Earth, so it's super unique. And as you can see, the 3 majors below that have these orange things under them. Those are areas of emphasis. So if you wanted to like major in animation, you would be in the digital media department and you would take one class that has all 3 of those at the beginning of sophomore year to figure out which one you want to do. And then you get to focus in on animation, let's say, for the rest of your time at Otis. Thank you for the time warning. Always helpful. We also have 19 different minors, and I'm not going to go over all of them because that would take forever, but I will highlight 2 of them. In the middle, we have entrepreneurship, which means that you can actually start your own business while you're in school with all of the support from the faculty and the staff at Otis. And at the bottom, we have sustainability. That minor allows students in any major, environmental, business, mental sustainability practice for all of your work for the rest of your time as a maker. So that's pretty awesome. For our career statistics, this is something else we're super proud of. 93.5% of the students of the class of 2019 were employed or in grad school within 1 year of graduating from Otis. So that number is really high, and it also only includes full-time, part-time, and freelance opportunities. It does not include internships or anything that might be more kind of impermanent. These are like really just jobs. And 94% of that group of students were working in what they studied. So it wasn't just, oh, we have jobs, but we're all working at Starbucks to make the bills. It's really students at Otis getting that work experience, getting internship experience, learning how to be business people, and getting jobs in what they study. Almost 40% of students, as you can see in the pink, are employed prior to graduation, and they tend to report a wonderful starting salary. This is just a small example of where Otis students are currently working. And as you can see, it is a big mix of pretty well-known companies, and it does cover all of the different majors. When you apply to Otis, there's a whole application portal that will
Excuse me.
be confusing is we have 2 different options. The purple one is the one we've had forever, And the orange one at the bottom, my internet might be cutting out, it says, but the orange one at the bottom allows you to kind of follow some ideas and prompts, and then you end up with 10 images if you do all of them. We call this the funky beach ball, and the funky beach ball talks about the 3 most important things in a student's portfolio. Strong technical skills, so showing you can draw from observation, having creative concepts that are your own, and also demonstrating who you are and your passions and interests, because a portfolio is a great way to get to know you. We also have 2 different presentations on portfolio development. I'm giving one in like 15 minutes actually, and they are an amazing way to get to know what we want from you at Otis. Our main deadline that I'm going to point out here is February 15th. If you are a senior, that is our priority deadline to start next fall. But we also have early deadlines and we also have spring deadlines. So it's something to really think about. We do have scholarships at Otis, and you can see they're based on portfolio and academics. And this last page is something we worked really, really hard on, being able to connect virtually right now. So like I said, we have 2 portfolio development presentations on transferring to Otis, because we do have a lot of transfer students, virtual tours led by 2 students. We have financial aid sessions, and you can make a one-on-one appointment with an admissions counselor like me, all at otis.edu/connect. Is that all the time we have today?
We have about 30 seconds. If you have,
okay.
I don't know if anybody has a quick question, or maybe you can just, maybe you can finish and then people can contact you directly if they have any questions.
Okay. The only other thing I was going to say is that you can chat with a student, which I really wish I had when I was in high school, but I'm going to exit out of the main screen and stop sharing. If anyone wants to type in a question while I'm putting in a link, I can do that very, very quickly.
Yeah, we probably have time for one quick question if anybody has one.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put the link in for the little attendance thing really quickly.
Remember, you guys will have access to this. There's a lot of really great information. I think the thing that stood out to me the most was getting a job after art school, which is huge, and in the field that you love too. So thank you so much, Marie Claire, for sharing this with us. This is an amazing opportunity. I hope you guys consider applying.
Thank you so much. I just put in the link for the majors and minors video as well, which you can click and watch later. I really appreciate you all being here, and thank you so much for hosting, Melissa. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you, you too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.